But I just know this will help change your life. And it's something I've been super passionate about. It's something that I know has changed my life. And if you understand this and you realize how powerful this is, there's nothing in this world that can control you. Nothing in this world, no pain, no hurt, no depression, no loss, no setback, whatever it may be that's trying to destroy your life, no negativity can control you. And I want to tell you right now, man, you got to take ownership over your life, period. I know I preach that a lot. It all starts with you, but you have to, because if you don't take ownership over your life, you are giving the permission to the things out of your control to control you. You're giving your permission to that person, that thing, that place, that situation, that past, that hurt, that drama to control your life. So you got to realize, in order for something to happen for your life and to your life, you have to give yourself permission to do that. And so if you take anything for today, take that ownership over your life. But the thing I wanted to share with you real quick, and this is going to be a very, very short live, is that while I was running, I'm going to be totally transparent. I'm not in the shape that I want to be in. Am I in great shape? Yes, but I'm not in trail running shape. So when I get back here on the trails, I struggled today. And I knew in that moment that once I started struggling, that a negative thought was going to come through my head. I knew it, right? Because I've been here so many times and I understand how the brain works. But I knew a negative thought was going to come through my head, which it did. And that negative thought was, whether it was true or not, was like, man, you're out of shape. Man, this run sucks. Man, you're not getting any better. Those negative thoughts start to flow through my head. Drop a like or drop a comment, say something, drop a heart, drop a thumbs up if you deal with negative thoughts on a daily basis. And if you don't drop a heart or a like or a comment, then you're just not engaged today, because we all deal with negative thoughts a lot. Most of them are unconscious negative thoughts. But let me know when you experience something that doesn't go your way. Let me know if the first thing that you tell yourself is something negative. Like, let me know. So if somebody walks out of your life, do you tell yourself that you're not enough? Right? Maybe you lose your job. Do you tell yourself, man, I'm not skilled enough? Maybe you have a bad day. Do you tell yourself, oh, I'm a failure? Like, just let me know. Maybe you get cut from a sports team. You tell yourself, oh, man, I'm not good enough. I'm not athletic enough. While those things may be true, but the question I would ask you is, how does that serve your life? Right? How does that serve your growth? So comment right now. Jeanette said, I needed this. What up? I'm reading the comments. Stephanie said, feeling the same way. What else we got? Who else we got in here? Tina said, absolutely. I'm doing that, but now it's scary to find out some things. Okay, Ann saying that, right? Maybe you got a medical report and you're telling yourself, man, I'm never going to be healed. I'm sick, or I just got bad luck. Let me calm down, because I want to make sure I I instill this in your mind, because this is a life-changing thing, guys. This is one of the things that I hope when I leave this earth, people know me by this. People say, man, Trent taught me this. You've heard me say it a million times. Here's 1,000,002. Here's 1,000,001. Your perspective can either be your power or your prison. Your perspective is how you see the world. Your perspective, right, is the language, is the voice that you tell yourself. That's your perspective. Now, I want to paint this picture. A lot of us, we've been influenced by so many negative things that our perspective is negative. Our perspective is our prison. But I'm going to tell you this. What you feed your mind will multiply that. What you feed your soul, what you feed your spirit, what you feed you, when you look in the mirror and you tell yourself that you're not enough, your mind will automatically find reasons why you're not enough. Man, I'm about to go in. Feel sorry for the people out on this one. Your mind will tell you, your mind will find reasons why you're not enough. When you tell yourself that you suck, when you tell yourself your life is over, your mind will find reasons to justify that. What we feed our mind will find reasons to justify it. So as I was running today and I telling myself I'm out of shape, I'm this, I'm that, my mind was finding reasons at that moment to justify that. And I want you to answer this question yourself, because you're an intelligent individual. What do you think my immediate thought after that, after my mind fed me that, what do you think I was feeling? Do you think I was feeling more energized? Do you think I was feeling more unstoppable? Do you think I was feeling more positive? And I get it, guys. This is life. I'm not saying that we got to ignore the reality. I'm not saying that, everything's always going to be good, gravy. I'm not saying that. But what I'm saying is, man, you are in control of what you feed your mind. I don't care what it looks like. It was raining earlier while I was running. I said, man, you know what? This rain is beautiful. I could have been upset my hair getting wet. I could have been upset my new Nike jacket getting wet. I could have been upset my shoes getting muddy. I could find anything. What you focus on is what you will feel. Your perspective can either be your prison or it can be your power. So you're saying, Trent, okay, what's the thing that can change my life? It is this simple. This simple sentence, this simple question, this simple statement will literally give you control and power back into your life at any given moment. So as I was running today, I had a choice. I can ask myself, man, I'm tired. What does this mean? First thing that we think about is our negative things, our negative thoughts. So my mind was saying, this means I'm lazy, I'm out of shape. This means all those things. But I caught myself because I understood that if I thought that, I would find reasons to justify that. In that moment, instead of making it in my prison, I made it my power. You know what I told myself? And this is the statement that will change your freaking life, y'all. And you might say, Trent, it is so simple. It is so simple. It's scary that it's so powerful. We're not going to say, what does this mean anymore? I told myself, what is this going to mean? Some of y'all thinking, Trent, that's the same thing. It's totally different. What does this mean? You're going to rely on your past. You're going to rely on your influences. You're going to rely on what you know. You're going to rely on what you're experiencing. So if you're experiencing sadness, you're going to rely on sadness. If you're experiencing people walking, you're going to rely on that. So you're going to go to that. But when you say, what does this mean? What is this going to mean? Excuse me. What is this going to mean? That automatically puts the power back into your life. That automatically gives you control of the steering wheel. You go from cruise control to you grow to control on the steering wheel. You go from living life by chance to living life by choice. And in that moment, you can decide. You have the power to decide what it's going to mean. So today, you know what I told myself? I said, yep, I'm tired, but guess what? That means that I'm getting in better shape. This means that I'm getting stronger. This means that I'm learning. This means that I can get information and feedback that can help me become a better runner. So you might say, Trent, it's about running. What about your life? I'm going to tell you something. When I lost the NFL, when I lost that, you know what I was telling myself? This means that my life is over. This means that there's no more better days to my life. This means that I probably should just commit suicide. This means that I'm depressed. This means that I'm having no more significance in my life. And I was telling myself that. And you know what? When I told myself that, I found reasons for that. But when you change your life, when you change your perspective from your power to your prison, once I told myself, Trent, what is this going to mean? You lost the NFL. You lost your dreams. What is this going to mean? You know what I told myself? I said, this is going to mean that I'm going to find the purpose that's really meant for my life. This is going to mean that there's a new chapter that's going to be greater than this past chapter. And I held on to that. When you tell yourself those words, Erica, when you tell yourself those words, Charles, when you tell yourself that sentence, that one simple phrase, your life will change forever. Because in that moment, you put yourself in control. The problem is we give the control and the power to things and people outside of us that do nothing for our life, that don't help us on the journey, that don't help us through our struggle, don't help us through our healing. So right now in your life, if you're going through something, I just want you to think about this on this Saturday. Think about, what is this going to mean to you? And I want you to create the best possible scenario. I want you to create the best strength. And now that you realize every loss ain't a loss, now that you realize even the greatest losses can be the greatest gains, we got to start doing that, because your perspective is the window of how you see the world. Some people on this live right now are saying, oh, my life is too bad, Trent. My life, I can't, blah, 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 blah. They find all the reasons why they can't. They're in a prison perspective. They've trained themselves to see the negative and the worst in everything. Right? Even though that might be true, how is that helping your life? How is that leading you to healing? Just think about that for a moment. Think about that for a moment. How is that helping your life? So if it's the window to how you see the world, you have I'm going to leave after this. I got to finish my run. Every single opportunity, every single experience, you have a choice. Picture you have two sets of glasses. Every single experience. So right now, today, I had a choice. I could pick up the prison perspective and tell myself all the reasons why I'm out of shape, all the reasons why I'm not running the time I should run, all those reasons, right? And I'm not telling you to ignore your reality, but I can find all the negative reasons. I could easily put on those lenses and I can see the world that way. Or I just as much have the right to pick up these other set of glasses, the power perspective, and see the power in everything. I can see the power in the storm. I can see the power in the loss. I can see the power in the struggle. How do I know? Because I know the foundation of strength is pain. I know the foundation of greatness is setbacks. I know. So if you ask yourself that simple statement, you will train your mind to focus on the solutions. You will train your mind to see the opportunity and not the obstacles. You will train your mind to find the feedback and not the failure. Please, man, I wish I could take more time and really break this down, but your perspective can either be your power or your prison is the greatest thing ever. And it literally can change your life. And people ask, Trent, how did you get through this hard season of your life? Well, for the first month or two, my perspective was my prison. And then I said, man, if I keep living like this, I'm going to stay in prison. If I keep living like this, I'm going to keep gaining weight. If I keep living like this, I'm going to keep being depressed. If I keep living like this, I'm going to be stressed. If I keep living like this, I'm going to keep losing myself. So I said, man, let me find the power in the situation. And I just asked myself that question. It literally like shut off the prison water flow, and I tapped into the power water flow. And I asked myself, Trent, what is this going to mean? And now I have the power to determine what it's going to mean for my life. And I choose to make that scenario, to make that statement, to make that situation something incredible. Because how many times in your life have you experienced something that was terrible in the moment, but ended up being beautiful in the future? How many of us have lost something in our life that was terrible in the moment, but ended up being a gain in some place? And some of y'all say, Trent, you just lost your mom. How could you think like that? Well, yes, it was hard, but at the same time, I gained so much. I gained a different perspective of life. I gained a renewal of my mind. I gained a fonder appreciation for those around me. It opened up my eyes to the things that I was blind to. Because I told myself, what is this going to mean? What is this going to mean? So y'all, did y'all understand that and get that? Let me know. Because I just pressed live. I wanted to spend more time in orchestrating this out and make it more beautiful. But I wanted to make sure that y'all got this message, because that one sentence is life changing in any moment, and you can always flip it. So if you're in a rut, if you're in a space with bad energy, if you're in a downfall, in a struggle, in a season of pain, flip the script. Flip the script by asking yourself that question, and that's how you can move from your prison to your power. Go from what does this mean to what is this gonna mean? Go from why me? Some of us are, why me? Why does that happen to me? Why me? Why me? Why me? A power perspective shift is, why not me? Why not me? Those small words can change your life, man, and it changed mine. So look at that, man. As I'm finishing, the sun comes out. Look at that. Perfect timing. All right. I love y'all, man. I love y'all. And yeah, it's affirmations, but it's also, affirmations are great, but sometimes we think affirmations are just words, but literally this is rewiring your brain and rewiring your focus. As I told you before, and as I get off of here, what you feed your mind will grow in your mind. What you feed yourself, the self-talk, the things that you tell yourself, the self-doubt, if you focus on self-doubt, more doubt will grow. You will find things, right? You will find things. If you search for something hard enough, you will find it. If you search for reasons why if you tell yourself you're not enough, you're going to find reasons why you're not enough, even if you create those reasons. But if you search for reasons why you are enough, you will find the simplest things on why you are enough. So that's how we change our life, man. So I'll talk more about that at a later date, but y'all gonna hear me talk a lot about this year, the art of perspective, right? The power of perspective, the courage to change your mindset, man, to call a different play. All right. I appreciate y'all. Thanks for the stars, man. I'm about to get off of here. I just wanted to tune in with y'all real quick. I'll be on live more often, and we'll do it, typical style, man. So thank you so much. And now I'm gonna be real. Right now, my mind just told me, boy, you didn't set for too long, and and you're gonna be tired. You're gonna be sore when you get up with your foot, because I got a foot issue, and this run is gonna be hard.